Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got another Dragonfall practice game in. This is a game against my brother, who is playing Skaven, 2,000 points, and we're basically still trying to figure out what list we want to bring. By this point, we actually kind of decided and sent him in, because by the time I'm recording this is about a week later than this video. Anyways, let's get started to see what he brought for this game. He brought out Queek the Head Taker, and Queek has his Queek Stormvermin with him, and he brought out a huge horde of like 35 of these guys with halberds, and they're all like strength 5. And he also has his BSB. His BSB has some magic items, and that's a pretty beefy unit right there. Over here he has a giant block of I think like 50 clan rats with the Screaming Bell. The Screaming Bell has Gracier on it, of course, and then he also has the Doom Rocket in the corner, as you can see. And then he has his Hell Pit Abomination. He also has a Rattling Gun, and not on the picture, he has the 3 Storm Fiends. Over here, got my spells for my level 4. I got Foot of Gork, Here We Go, Fist of Gork, Gaze of Mork, and I got a level 2 with the Dark Riders and Gravecall. Here's my army. I got my 21 Night Goblins with short bows. I have my level 2. I have my 2 Goblin Chariots and my 2 Doom Divers. I have my 6 Trolls. I have my 28 Savage Orc Biggins, and then the whole front rank is heroes basically. I got my my Orc Shaman level 4. I got my BSB with the Mork's War Banner, and then I have Lord Ox. Thinking about changing the name from Ox and Lenny to Bebop and Rocksteady. You guys can tell me if you like it or don't. I'm going to do it right now. It's Bebop and Rocksteady. Rocksteady's the Lord, Bebop's the banner. Alright, so over here I got my hero, or not my hero, I got Lord Chickenhead. I don't even know why I was going to say hero. That's Lord Chickenhead right there, man. He is decked out with some good stuff, and he is extremely survivable by himself. So we're going to go ahead and roll, and I believe he won first turn. He's going to go ahead and move up, but I got my Vanguard, and Chickenhead gets the Vanguard up to the right side right here. He originally had another unit on the right side, but he got rid of that unit, and I just failed to, do the whole deployment phase again, just basically because I was like, it doesn't really matter, the unit's gone, because we figured out like points were off. Anyways, he does move up his Hell Pit Abomination onto this building over here, or whatever this is, the rubble over here, and it's turn 1 Skaven. He moves up his Stormvermin here, and he also moves up his Screaming Bell, and they're all in like just a straight tidal wave. He's doing the Orc method of just bringing the wave this way. That's nuts. Magic phase, he got 7 power dice. He got a bunch of good. He got I remember he has Death Frenzy, Skitter Leap, Warp Lightning, and Dreaded 13th. So he's gonna go ahead and do Warp Lightning, and I'm like, go ahead, hit it. He's gonna go ahead and do it onto my Savages. I'm like, Bebop has Mork's War Banner. Go ahead, do it. Boom, hits it. Only kills 1 guy. All right, cool. Now, he is going to do, what spell did he do? I think it was Skitter Leap. I think he used all his dice on Skitter Leap, and I refused to let him go. So I threw all my dice down, and I literally, look at this, tied his exact dice. That is crazy. So, yeah, he's going to go ahead and ring the bell. When he rings the bell, it ends up doing 2 wounds onto my chariot, and it failed to wound everybody else basically around the chariot, so we're all good. He's going to go ahead and shoot his Doom Rocket from right where it is, and he shoots it, fires, hits just short, but he clips like this many guys, ends up killing 3 of my Savages, and that's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I'm going to go ahead and charge this chariot right into that Hell Pit. I don't care about the dangerous train. I'm just going to go ahead and try to wound the Hell Pit. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and charge this chariot into his Screaming Bell unit, and I'm also going to charge Chickenhead into the Screaming Bell unit as well. Actually, looking at this picture, I think Chickenhead had a side flank. Whatever. I think I did front flank, though. So this chariot gets in, takes dangerous train, fails, only gets 2 wounds though, and still alive, still gets the impact hits. That's all that matters. Hell Pit's gonna kill it regardless. Over here, this one got dangerous train and freaking blew up. What the hell? all this damn freaking rocks and everything everywhere. I got dangerous terrain everywhere. And then Chickenhead gets into the front flank right there. And basically everybody else moves up. Magic Phase, I got 3 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up, I think 2 dice onto Grave Call. He let it go, but I think I failed it outright. And then I did a Gaze of Mork, and I failed that one outright as well. What the hell? I only tried like 1 dice thing, so I'm going to go ahead and do Doom Divers into his Stormvermin here, and I end up misfiring on this one, and it shoots off in a random direction, like 80 inches the wrong way, or some shit crazy. And then I shoot the other one here, and it only kills off 1 dude. Over here, impact hits. I ended up doing like 5 or 6 wounds. It was crazy, but he regen 4 of them, and he got 2 wounds onto his Hell Pit. So that's pretty cool for 50-point chariot to do 2 wounds onto the Hell Pit. But the Hell Pit did just demolish it, by the way. And then over here, Chickenhead kills off 3 guys. He is unbreakable. He forgot to bring a banner. He has 3 ranks, and I think that's just a push. No, I charged, so he lost by 1. But he's going to stick, and it's going to start off Skaven turn 2. Skaven turn 2, the Storm Fiends pop out. Motherfucker. Storm Fiends pop out to the side of my savages. The Hell Pit moves up like this. Queek Stormvermin, they're going to go ahead and move up a little bit. They don't move that much, to be honest. And Magic Phase, he gets 10 power dice. He goes in and throws up all these dice onto Warp Lightning, but he goes for the Goblins this time, and he ends up killing off like 5 Goblins. Whatever. Let him kill the Goblins. Then he's going to go ahead and do the Dreaded 13th, and I stop him. So he ends up going next onto Ringing the Bell, excuse me. And he ends up getting this Avalanche of Energy. Avalanche of Energy gives him a +1 to attack, reroll hits, reroll the hits and wounds, and he fails on that. The next line I didn't read, and I think he skipped through it. It says rolls until the end of the player turn. We've totally missed that, so we let it go for the whole round. Any friendly Skaven units within 12 inches of the bell get to move an extra d6 inches, so he ends up moving his Stormvermin here up d6, which was like 3 inches, I believe. And yeah, that sucks. Over here, he's going to go ahead and do his shooting with his Storm Fiends with their Rattling guns, and he ends up blasting like holy shit, like a good 10 or 12 fucking savages. That's nuts. He actually like almost wiped my unit right there. And then he ends up over here in close combat. They end up putting a wound onto Chickenhead. Chickenhead does do 2 wounds onto him, and Chickenhead sticks. And that is that. Over here, we're going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. The Goblins fail Animosity. Of course the Goblins fail Animosity. So I can't move them, can't do Fanatics, can't do any crap like that. Over here, I do charge with my Savages into his Stormvermin. Now, looking at this, I'm really whittled down on how many people I have in that unit. I only got 2 ranks left. And he's in Horde formation with like almost a full unit because he only lost like 1 dude. And if he sticks, which I'm guessing he would probably have the Crown Command, maybe. If he sticks, I'm getting side flanked or rear flanked by the freaking Hell Pit. But whatever. I call out the Wog, I go for it, I charge. Over here, same thing, I charge with the Trolls into the Clan Rats. Now, hindsight's 2020. I should have charged the Trolls into the Stormvermin as well and took out that bigger threat. But go ahead, I get in here. Get in over here. Magic Phase, get 7 power dice. I go ahead and do Fist of Gork. He lets it go through. I do Gaze of Mork, and here we go. Here we go got dispelled. Gaze of Mork goes through, and I go ahead and I shoot a straight line from the Shaman all the way through his Stormvermin, through his Clan Rats, and it goes off, and it only kills off 1 Stormvermin, but kills off 5 or 6 Clan Rats. That's cool. Doom Diver. Doom Diver's aiming for the Storm Fiends here, and it blows itself up. The other Doom Diver didn't do shit, and it's going to start off close combat. Close combat, he challenges with Queek. I answer with my Champ, and that allows my Lord to go first because my Lord has always strikes first weapon, kills off 3 Stormvermin. He goes ahead and attacks Queek, does 5 wounds here. Now, here's where I messed up because I believed his thing was still going, so he got to reroll all his hits, all his wounds on all 30 of the guys, plus they get an extra attack in that front row for the bell, So he's doing like 40 attacks, and I think out of 40 attacks, he actually got like 35 through, wounded, and I couldn't save my freaking 2 ranks of savages left. So they all died. Now, again, this is under a technicality of me thinking that the Bell's ability was still going, but still, he still kicked the shit out of them. That was so many wounds. You take out the extra attack and the hit, the rerolls to hits and wounds, I still would have probably lost because that was just nuts. How accurate. I mean, they're Queek Stormvermin, so they're a powerhouse. They got freaking better accuracy, better strength. Holy shit, they killed all my savages. They left my heroes alone. My heroes are going to go ahead and attack. And my shaman ends up killing off 2 guys. Out of 6, he only kills 2. My BSB goes and he only kills off 1 guy. And that is that. I'm going to stick because I have the Crown Command, but I'm in a very shitty situation right now. Over here, Chicken Head ends up killing off 2 guys. The trolls, or I'm sorry, the Rat Ogre goes, hits 1 wound onto the troll. Trolls put 2 wounds onto the Bell, and they kill off 5 more guys, and that is that. It's going to start off Skaven turn 3. Skaven turn 3. He ends up moving up his Fiends over here. He charges the Hell Pit into the back of my guys here, my Lord line. Magic Phase gets 2 dice. He throws up Death Frenzy. He actually channeled. I go ahead and I try to channel. I couldn't get it. Couldn't stop Death Frenzy. He gets it off. I'm like, whatever. He goes ahead and he does the Bell. The Bell kills anything toughness 7, so it kills off my Doom Diver here. And he's going to go ahead and do Shooting Phase. Shooting Phase over here, he's going to shoot his Storm Fiends. He did do the Storm Banner up, so it is going to affect his accuracy on these guys, and they only kill off 3 Goblins, which is nothing. And then we're going to go ahead and do Close Combat. Close Combat. He challenges with Queek. I answer with my BSB. My BSB ends up getting his ass kicked. I believe he gets his ass kicked. My Lord goes. He ends up killing off 3 guys. Like I said, my BSB is dead. He gets his ass kicked by Queek alone. And then his BSB goes first on my Savage Shaman, does 2 wounds. Then everybody else kind of goes and kills off my Savage Shaman. I am getting my ass annihilated. He ended up doing his Hell Pit against my Lord. His Hell Pit killed off Rocksteady. And over here, I lost 1 troll to the Clan Rats. The Screaming Bell, everything goes ahead and attack. I'm sorry, the trolls go and they fail to wound the Screaming Bell because he got 3 lucky ward saves. And he ended up, I ended up killing off only 2 Clan Rats here, and that was pretty much it. I killed off a couple more Clan Rats, but that was pretty much it. This game is over. Holy shit, I got my ass kicked. That's a tough unit. That was a tough unit. I mean, granted, I did fuck up the rules a little bit, but I did not. I mean, I could have stood back and tried to foot a Gork the unit down, because I did go with half a unit. I went with half of a unit into a full unit, and they just basically kicked my ass. So that was just rough all around. Again, like I said, I should have probably put the trolls on the Hell Pit, or I should have put the trolls onto the Stormvermin. Chickenhead was holding the Screaming Bell, so they weren't going anywhere, except for the fact that I didn't like the Gracier just getting his spells off here and there, doing whatever he wanted to do. But not much I could do about that, in all honesty. I mean, that's what the Gracier's for, right? Well, that's what the Screaming Bell's for. So, the MVP, unfortunately, they all kind of sucked. Between Chickenhead and my level 4, they pretty much killed the same amount of rats. Chickenhead did a cool job, though. I mean, like, I just got my ass kicked, so I really don't think anybody really deserves the MVP. I mean, Chickenhead was the only one that was actually consistent and didn't, like, fail at his job, whereas everybody else failed at their job. So I'm going to have to give it to Chickenhead. Chickenhead, I'm sorry that you got MVP on a losing game like this. I want you to get the MVP for fucking side flanking and killing off whole units like you did at Blood in the Sun. But you'll have to accept this for now. Anyways, guys, sorry this is a very short video. I got my ass kicked, and I will be putting up more videos very soon. I got a game against Todd's Dwarves again, different list this time, and I also got a game up against Dark Elves, which is one in like 100 for me, because I barely ever fight Dark Elves, so that's gonna be fun. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry it's kind of dull, and sorry it was kind of quick. Put up the next video as soon as I can. Take care. Peace.